Hello everyone. Last section, we have talked about the costume of Qing Dynasty. Now let's continue to learn the knowledge points of costume of Republic of China. In the early days of the 1911 Xinhai Revolution, the idea of changing clothes has been put forward. Kang Youwei, Wu Tingfang, and others first put forward the requirement of changing clothes. Kang Youwei said in 1898, "The emperor changed his hair and clothes first. He ordered the whole country to cut off his hair at the same time. He started with the people and made officials change their clothes, and people will follow." Wu Tingfang, on the other hand, proposed changing suits. The two men's views were avant-garde, but they could not be implemented in the end. Therefore, there was an interesting phenomenon at that time. Young students staying abroad in the late Qing dynasty had cut their plaits and changed their clothes abroad, but they still have to wear Qing dynasty clothes and fake plaits at the back of their heads after returning home. The event that really brought about the change of clothes was the 1911 Revolution. After the revolution, one of several decrees issued by the government of the Republic of China stipulated that government officials, regardless of their positions, wear the same uniform, thus abandoning the centuries-old tradition and regulations of revealing one's identity and distinguishing between each other in the clothes. In the normal dress promulgated by the Senate in July 1912, the formal dress for women is as follows: length to knee, collar, placket, left and right, rear make a slit or vent, and the whole body is covered with splendid brocade. The lower skirt is pleated left and right. The front and back middle pieces are flat, and both ends of the upper edge are covered with straps. However, this form was not widely adopted by the people. As the form of women's formal dress promulgated by the government has not been popularized among the people, it follows the form of the last century in daily life, that is, the form of dress in the late Qing dynasty. The specific situation is that women still wear aoqun and qipao. At this time, the qipao is still flat, wide and loose, and is still a traditional qipao. However, the specific style of aoqun was different before and after the 1911 revolution. Before the revolution of 1911, the style was the length and width of the garment body, with large cuffs and lace edges, and decorative shoulders. The later style is that the body of the garment becomes shorter. The edge and trim of sleeves and plackets are gradually reduced, but the collar is made especially high. Sometimes the lower hem is made into a circular arc shape, and a vest is additionally worn outside the jacket. The falling skirt is changed into a pattern of 12 or 24 pleats. The skirt is long enough, and the skirt edge or trousers edge is sometimes inlaid. From the perspective of men's clothing, the 1911 revolution abolished the original feudal clothing ban, but people of different classes still showed obvious differences in their clothing due to their different economic level, social scope, and political beliefs. First of all, wearing robes and mandarin jackets is the most common costume. When it is used as a formal dress, its shape has a certain format. The jacket is double-breasted, with the lower part extending to the abdomen, and the front part is nailed with 5 buttons. The gown is a large lapel with a wide top and is about 6 cm long to the ankle. The length of the sleeve is the same as that of the jacket. There is also a 33 cm long fork at the lower hem of the left and right sides. When it is used as carrier clothes, it is not bound by the above contents. Usually, people wearing long gowns and Mandarin jackets wear Chinese trousers under them. In the early years of the People's Republic, this kind of trousers was relatively loose, with ribbons tied at the bottom of the trousers. Other costumes include Western-style suits and Japanese student costumes. Generally speaking, Western-style suits are only used by city officials, Westerners, and intellectuals, and there are also a few of them. The Japanese student dress is also mainly worn by some officials, progressives, and students. It is a style derived from the European suit shape. It has an upright collar, a pocket on the chest, and other structures such as waist and sleeves are similar to suits. As far as the main costumes of the general countryside and working people are concerned, they mainly follow the style of the last century, still wearing jackets and trousers. At this time, the choice of accessories varies greatly. There are two main factors that determine it. First, it is closely related to the shape of the clothing. If the clothing is long gown and jacket, it is equipped with a melon-shaped cap or a luo song cap, matching cloth shoes or cotton boots. If you wear a suit, match it with Western-style hat and leather shoes. If you are wearing a student outfit, you are wearing a Western-style hat, peaked cap, 鸭舌帽, or canvas broadside hat with leather shoes. Second, it is closely related to the area where the wearer is located. For example, European high heels shoes have been introduced in Shanghai, but most women in other regions still foot-binding. Another example is that the advanced women in big cities wore white gauze on their wedding ceremony and held civilized weddings. However, in the West rural areas, they still wore red coats and beaded crowns, maintaining the old customs. In a word, the Chinese costume culture around the 20th century entered a period when the old system and the new civilization coexisted, and it was also a transitional period when the traditional costume moved to the modern costume. Okay, that's all the content of this course. The content of next course will be knowledge points of the important stage in the evolution of modern Chinese clothing. See you next course.